Guys, usually the intro, right, we'll always come up with something funny or something stupid or whatnot lah. Okay, because as a host, right, I don't really say much because I don't want to spoil the episode or anything. I want to save it for the panel. Okay, but for this episode today, right, my how to say kebengangan, my kemarahan is tahap maxima already. Okay. Okay, to say the least, right, I'm super disappointed as a United fan. Okay, collectively disappointed with the club. Okay, right from the owners. All right, why I'm saying the owners, because whatever that we saw this morning, right, didn't happen overnight, right? This is accumulation, a collective shit show for years. Okay, let's just take it back for the past 1 year. Okay, right from the owners, bunch of greedy businessmen. Okay, they got no love for the club, no love for football. They could have done something much earlier on to salvage our season. Okay, right now we are looking at maybe fighting for top 5, top 6 Europa qualification, the best. Okay, right down to our manager. Okay, previously we got the clueless one, the passionate one, but still the clueless one. Okay, right now to someone who is okay, very tactical, a lot of knowledge on what on paper. Okay, on interviews, fantastic and whatnot. But right now, the mistakes that he's doing, the substitution that he's doing, is pretty much the same old story. Like the thumbnail, what we are saying is pretty much the same thing as before. Okay, and right to the players. Okay, the players, the cream of the crop, man. The players, man. Okay, bunch of bloody overpaid prima donnas. People pattern banyak, a lot of pattern. That is our Manchester United players lah. I can say probably half the squad don't deserve to be in the first 11. You're in the first 11. Why? Because we need to fill up the quota for the 11 players so we can play a bloody football game. Okay, you guys forget that the badge that you're wearing, the bloody badge that you're wearing, you're playing for the fans. Okay, the passionate, the stupid fans like us that wake up 4 a.m. in the morning, 1:30 a.m. in the morning with a bloody food poisoning, puking the whole day just to get some kind of excitement and enjoyment, and that's our night. So yeah. Manchester United 0, Wolverhampton 1. Okay, let me start the intro back again. Anyway, salam sejahtera and welcome to JomUnited. We are a Malaysian Manchester United fan channel. Yes, dengan bangganya Buatan, Malaysia. If you are new to the channel, yes, please, like usual, like, share, subscribe. We are on the road to 2,000 subs. Yes, I know it's a shit show now, but yes, just subscribe. Continue to support our channel because end of the day, it's all about the fans anyway, right? Okay, and like usual, please turn on the bell notification so that you'll be notified when we go live or when we release a new video.
Yes, orang kata happy ke tak happy ke tu semua buat sementara waktu ni boleh simpan dulu, pendam dulu. Apa yang penting sekarang ni nak bagi tahu kita punya JomUnited ni bukan sekadar 4 orang yang ada dalam skrin ni sahaja, bukan sekadar lagi 8 orang yang berada dalam zon-zon mereka, gua masing-masing. Apa yang penting sekarang ni semua boleh join jadi part of JomUnited community. Dekat bawah tu, tengok bawah, pandang bawah. Kat bawah tu ada description Telegram. Masuk dalam tu, kita ada around 200 plus sekarang ni members. Semua komen pasal United. Masuk sekarang, siapa yang belum masuk sekarang.
Okay, Jai, we're gonna start off straight to the point. Jai, you ada tengok apa progression daripada ever since appointment of manager baru dari segi cara kita bermain? Ini soalan yang selalu dah banyak kita repeat lah. But then sampai semalam lah, any difference, any perbezaan daripada previous management?
Hard to say lah sebab benda ni kita dah cakap I base pada every game game by game. Kita dah tahu memang rough running is interim, sementara saja. Dia bukannya tetap. Nak kata dia rough out ke rough in ke, dia 6 bulan saja. Kita tak tahu sama ada cara dia manage United ataupun cara dia menjaga prima donna dekat dalam United ni, itu kita tolak tepi lah. Tapi but then macam game semalam ada kita nampak sedikit seperti bunga-bunga previous punya manager. Cara decision maker, cara dia seperti macam round benda yang benda berpusing, berpaksi balik kepada benda yang lama juga. I tak pasti sama ada player tidak boleh terima ataupun tak dapat terima, sebab kita boleh nampak, sebab kita boleh dengar rumours kata body language player macam ni. Tapi I yang nampak lah macam game semalam yang previous yang nampak sangat body language yang macam tak bagus, negatif. I nampak Rashford. Dia bukan macam kita kenal lah. Dia dah makin lama makin hilang daripada Rashford yang sebenarnya. So nak kata Ralf Rangnick ni, sebab I tak boleh condemn Ralf Rangnick sebab kenapa you tak bagi dia masa, kenapa kita tak boleh bagi dia masa. Tapi kena ingat dia cuma 6 bulan saja. Sama ada benda tu berbalik pada kisah-kisah lama. Kita boleh nampak game semalam. Kita rasa frust, kita tunggu game sampai daripada pukul berapa, then kita dapat result yang macam tu, then dia keluarkan Greenwood. Kenapa dia kena keluarkan Greenwood? Kenapa dia kena masukkan Bruno? That is a macam paksi manager yang lepas-lepas. So pada I, kita nak cakap macam mana sekarang? Yang kena jawab ya, benda yang sama. Benda berulang. Dia round robin sama. Macam ada konspirasi. Itulah I tak nak cakap pasal konspirasi.
Ini
tapi
bukan konspirasi.
sesuai.
Terang. Ini tak ada konspirasi. Ini terang. Bukan under table ni. Ni above table. Ni terus nampak semua. You cakap bunga tu bunga apa? Bunga tai ayam lah. Bunga tai ayam.
Dah nak jadi bunga tai ayam balik lah. Daripada bunga raya, bunga rose ni sekarang nak jadi bunga tai ayam balik sekarang ni. Sebab apa? Kita dah nampak. Macam semalam punya previous game. Kita dah nampak. Dia cuba try and error. Tapi yang bagusnya dia masukkan Phil Jones lah. Dia dah buang Captain Maguire lah. Itu yang bagusnya lah. Mungkin sebab Maguire injured, itu I tak pasti. Tapi kembali kepada previous.
Okay, we ada comment daripada viewers. Let's read this out. Okay, Dave Chong, can feel some players don't really love the playing style. Okay, by Sujay. Okay, we can't deny that the first performance versus Palace was the best, but only for that match. The 4-2-2-2 formation worked out, but after that it doesn't work. I'm sure that Ralph will change the format. In my humble opinion, right, that first game, right, that 30 minutes against Palace, right, is a write-off lah. Any new manager that come in, right, they will play that style. I mean, right now, I really think, right, the players will actually do that, regardless whichever lah. You can bring back Mourinho or whatever, they will play back that same 30 minutes. It's just like a welcome to the manager. That's what they did for Ole early on. All right. Another thing. Okay, by Doc. All right. Sorry, Doc. You're not live with us today. Players' problem. They keep throwing managers under the bus. Okay, which brings us to the next question, Josh. Do you think this is the managerial problem, the tactical problem, or is it the players' problem?
A good question. I think this is the number one question that since Ole left, when Ralph come in, and everyone thinks it's going to be similar, and the results look similar, the performance looks similar. I'm actually on the fence on this, to be very honest. I think we are jumping the gun on Ralph. Yes, of course, disappointing result at home, especially to Wolves. And, I think the previous, we always had the same problem with Wolves, actually, to be very honest. In the past, even if it's Ole or even with the other Louis van Gaal, Jose Mourinho, to be very honest, we always had a very hard time with Wolves. All right, we either draw 0-0, 1-1, very low score, and we always lose by 1 goal. Or if not, we'll win by 1 goal. And very tough. So if you say whether we are really angry and we are against Ralph on how he choose teams or or the players as well, I feel in 6 games is very, very harsh for us to jump the gun for now. I'm still on the fence with whether to see if it's the player's fault or the manager's fault. What I can say is let's give him time. It's only the first loss. Unfortunately, had to come on the New Year where we all have to wake up at 1:30 in the morning and watch the game. That was the only sad part for me and really frustrating. We had to wake up, and yesterday's game was horrendous, was terrible. Wolves was the team that never had shots on goal for more than 10. Yesterday they broke that record. They have more than, I think, 14 or 15 shots on goal, keeping De Gea busy. So yeah, yesterday Wolves was very, very way better than us. We were only the second best yesterday. But I feel let's not jump the gun on Ralph yet lah. It's probably, yes, very frustrating, but I think there are better things, because what I see are some positives also. To start with, he has a lot of ballsy move to start Phil Jones lah. He can always start with McTominay at the back, or he can always start with Matic at the back. But to give Phil Jones, and he was one of the best performance of the team. I'm taking that as my positive vibe today lah.
Okay, I think if we were to block out right from the stats, the teams that played yesterday, right? I mean, the team that we were playing against, many would have thought we would have been playing against a team like Manchester City or Liverpool. The shots and attempt on goal was crazy. I think it was like 17 or 16 or something, right? It was ridiculous, right? And then especially Wolves, right? They are known to be a team that actually play on a counter attack and whatnot. But then they actually went full force attack against us. But somehow I feel that it's because we kind of like invite them to do so. Okay, we got a comment here. All right, by Pertip Naidu. Past two games, Burnley and Wolves, the tactics used were not Ragnick's style, but an attempt to counter the tactics of our opposition. I think some players really don't like his style. Okay, so Pijal, ini question yang a bit hard. I mean, a bit tough for you. Okay, do you think, right, in Ralph Ragnick's position now, right, should he be hard-headed and go straight? It seems like yesterday he went straight for his 4-2-2. He was hard-headed to the right to the very end. Till I think his post-match interview, he was saying that he wanted to play with 2 6s. That's why he actually subbed Greenwood out instead of McTominay, or we can argue McTominay or Matic, who was really, really very poor yesterday. So for Ralph Ragnick now, do you think that he should go gung-ho, implement die drill, because belakang parang kalau asar dia macam mana pun akan jadi tajam, something like that, right? So he should go all out and really drill it into the players, or he should maybe take a step back, maybe go back to the old style of 4-3-3, and then from there slowly implement the 4-2-2. What do you think?
No, this is like I said, macam mana I cakap previous live show, this is ada issues yang ada dengan Rafni. Macam tanya lah, is it because of dia keras kepala sangat nak follow the 4-2-2? For me, we are now playing against a bottom 10 team tau. The bottom 10 team who is struggling to score goals, who is struggling to keep a clean sheet. So, if he really believe, or he really truly believe that dia kata macam apa, dia nak go gung-ho, I think better dia go gung-ho je, because we are playing against them. This is the team that we should beat if not 1 year comfortably. This is the team tau. Newcastle, we are playing against Norwich, we are playing against semalam kita lawan siapa tu, lupa dah, terus kalah. Kita lawan siapa? Wolf. Those are the team that kita
Manchester City.
tak, tapi betul. Tim ni lah sepatutnya dia gunakan, kalau dia kata betul-betul dia nak guna 2 sixes, go for it. Kenapa nak kena fikir because of dia tak percayakan on the defensive side, dia tak percaya Jones and Varane can do the defensive job. I rasa betul kenapa dia masukkan Bruno, because of kita boleh nampak tau McTominay dengan Matic, they are struggling to bring the ball forward. Look, boleh nampak apa benda yang Bruno boleh buat semalam. Memang he is the one yang keep on do those long pass, do those crosses yang memang orang kata it's a dream for a striker tau. For a dream for a striker in terms of dia nak convert goal. Kita tak nampak dengan Matic dengan McTominay semalam. So that's why I tak faham kenapa against this bottom 10, he should have played his attacking central midfielder and also a defensive central midfielder. Yesterday, dia dah ada Matic. Matic is the one yang memang kena cover all those defensive punya duty. That one, memang for me, he is, bukanlah kata the best player yesterday, but he is one of the 5 lah. Maksudnya, kalau nak letak top 5 players, I put Matic among the top 5 tau. Because memang dia buat dia memang dia jaga defensive line tu memang bagus compare to McTominay. So kalau dia dah ada Matip yang memang nak kena jaga defensif, kenapa dia nak kena letak McTominay untuk jaga defensif juga? He should have put Bruno alongside Matip so that Bruno can focus on the attacking, Matip can focus on the defensive. Itu je.
But the weird thing, yeah, when you mentioned that they were having trouble to link yang defensive dengan attacking, right? The player that was doing some sort of the work was Mason Greenwood. I know you kecam Mason Greenwood that that guy don't track back, but yesterday he was working his socks off, he was tracking back, he was actually passing forward and whatnot, and he actually removed Greenwood and put Bruno in that position. I mean,
but then on rough yeah, kita tak tahu what really happened before the subs. Remember tak, before the subs tu kan dia ada injured, and then there are some arguments ataupun commentator dia cakap mula-mula memang dia nak tukar Cavani. Dia nak tukar Cavani. If nak
Cavani.
Apparently Cavani, but then
suddenly because of the injury yang Greenwood kena tu, that's why dia terpaksa subkan Greenwood.
That was what we actually thought, but then I think the post-match reaction, he actually mentioned he didn't really talk about the injury and whatnot. From what I gathered, I mean the live chat can actually share what he actually mentioned, that he wanted to play with 2 6s and then he don't know who to take out and then he decided to go with Greenwood. I think somehow he went like that. He didn't mention anything about injury or anything like that. So speaking about I know the point that you mentioned, the commentator.
Yeah.
Take out apa? Siapa?
Then should have take out either Matip or McTominay lah. Then why
exactly that's the thing. So if it's talking about the commentary and whatnot, semalam commentator, I think they actually spoke that our players, they seem like sangat rigid, they are sangat trapped, trying to play a certain way, trying to force it out, and then they actually brought the point, a very stupid point, I think, all right, to say that maybe football is more of an instinctive kind of play. You have to go express yourself. Ini macam dia suruh kita main balik freestyle football under Ole tau. So apa pendapat you, Jai, tentang komen itu?
No, actually sebab sekarang ni Ralf Rangnick dia nak pacekan game pressing lah, apa benda semua tu kan. But then kemungkinan kebanyakan dalam player United tak boleh buat macam tu. Contohlah kita ambil contoh City lah. City masa dulu dia ambil dia juara under Pellegrini kalau silap kan. And then Pep ambil. Bila Pep ambil, diorang tak boleh suit player yang ada masa zaman Pellegrini. And then after that dia remove a few player and then yang boleh main style dia. So sebagai contoh, macam sekarang ni Ralf Rangnick dia nak terapkan, kita dah biasa dengan maksud dia masa zaman Ferguson and then kita tukar dengan zaman Moyes, masih lagi style yang sama, and then Luis Van Gaal tukar berterabur and then masuk pula Mourinho, masuk pula Ole. Just player kita kemungkinan ada yang tak boleh absorb apa yang Ralf Rangnick nak bagi. Mungkin masa sebelum game, okay, aku cakap macam ni, tapi dia tak follow. Kemungkinan ada a few player dalam United yang tak boleh absorb style pemain Ralf Rangnick tadi. That's why kita boleh nampak dia ambil jalan senang. Kau mainlah style macam mana kau nak main kan, dengan cara dia cakap semalam. So that's a problem sekarang ni. Kita kena tengok Januari transfer, ada tak player yang tak suit dan dia masukkan dengan player yang dia punya pilihan sendiri. Yang tu kita boleh nampak dia punya pace akan datang. Sebab dia punya style permainan dia tu mungkin player tak boleh terima pada pendapat saya lah. Pendapat aku macam tu lah.
Okay, we got a comment here by Daryl. Our strikers are always in a graveyard shift how to score. Very, very true. Okay, follow up by Eddie's comment. The problem now is inconsistency. This one is talking about the midfield, the obvious donut, the hole in our team. McTominay good in one game and horrible in the next. Fred good in 1-2 games, lepas then hancho. Jones good in his first game in I don't know how long and lepas ni entah apa jadi. Yeah, which is, I mean, the funny thing was yesterday we were bantering and whatnot, like, Phil Jones, like the first 10 minutes, every time he touched the ball, I think every one of you guys were like, whoa, that kind of thing, the header and everything. we were actually quite impressed with Phil Jones until I think probably the 15-20th minute. I realized that we were only playing in our half only. We weren't going out of our half at all. It was probably a game, an introduction game back for Phil Jones to show what he can actually do to the fans, for the fans. So, okay, Josh, I know it's how to say, we have been talking about this for like God knows how many episodes and whatnot. The midfield, the biggest problem. Do you think that we should rectify this problem in the January transfer window as soon as possible? And who do you
it's
think?
instant, Dom. Yeah, it's very
Who?
instant. We don't have world class central midfielders to bring the ball for gegen pressing Ragnick style. You need a good person who can hold the ball, who can pass the ball fast, creative, long passes vision, help the defense. Pressure, I know the fitness level is high. That is the most important position I think we need to rectify in January this month. I have my own favorites, of course. Declan Rice is one of it, and I hope we do a deal with Barcelona for De Jong lah. Because I personally feel, I know it's not the most favorable person, but I really like that person. He really brings up from the defense to the forward, and of course Bruno can still play in that position. Another one would be I think Zakaria. I think we have a link with him.
Rumored.
That is a proper DM lah. But I think the DMs, because what I feel is with the formation that we have, we don't need a out and out DM. You know, we need a ball playing DM that can quickly put the ball out. You know, switch to the flanks and things like that. So yeah, I think this is the first position that I think Ragnick will rectify it immediately lah. I think in the past 6 games, if you notice, he's always thinking about something in his mind that is going on. He's talking to Fletcher, he's talking to everyone in the bench, and then he's trying out a lot of people on different positions. And I hope there is a good signing for January so that we want to be at the top 4 lah. This is actually our goal, the top 4, and have a good performance in the Champions League.
Okay, we got a comment here by King Eric. If you go gung-ho, be prepared for injuries. Don't forget COVID threat as well. Bear in mind, it's not only us that who is going through this, COVID period and whatnot. The other teams are also experiencing this, and yet they can somehow still perform. Okay, we talk about that day they were talking about City. Kevin De Bruyne got COVID, but you see the way that they are playing and whatnot. So I don't know if we don't go gung-ho and whatnot, then what should we do? I mean, now, right, even the simplest kind of thing, right, we can't even do. We can't even string passes together. We are lost. Like, we are talking about style of play. Yes, the style of play. On paper, yes. YouTube video, yes. Gegen pressing, whatever pressing. But do you actually see that? It's either the players risk of injury or the fans get heart attack. So which would you rather have? Okay, so, okay. Comment here by Sunny. Okay, this is something that a lot of people have been talking about. I think Bot is grooming Fletcher to be the next manager. That's why he's in the dugout. Appoint Fletcher, no need to cough money out. Favorite FC lah jadinya. Which is very true. A lot of people has been questioning why Fletcher is there shouting at the sideline, shouting and whatnot, being the animated one. Smurf mentioned that actually Ralph Rangnick is supposed to be the one shouting and whatnot. Why isn't Ralph Rangnick doing that? Okay, because Fletcher is doing that. Pijao, why do you think that Darren Fletcher is being so a part of this coaching team when he should be if anything, he should be out of the squad?
I think the most obvious is because of boleh nampak lah, Ralph Rangnick at least want someone who knows the DNA of the club ataupun know someone yang who knows outside and inside of the club lah. Maksudnya he wants someone to actually to consult him everything about the club. So that's why in terms of I think for Darren Fletcher, he more involved in terms of everything that happens in the club. But on the pitch, it's up to Ralph to focus and do all the things. memanglah kata Fletcher do all those menjerit-jerit thing. But you can see also there's also another assistant manager dekat other club also do the same. Even masa Alex Ferguson pun, Midfield, Ren Morosti also do the same in terms of they also seeing something wrong, which is the manager has set up, then they're gonna be the one yang akan tolong consult dia tu lah. So I don't see any wrong for Fletcher just to be there. I think he's just another guy who may be helping Ralph Rangnick. So I don't think that is the biggest issue that we should be worried about lah. Yes,
guys,
He's
So
just
don't
another
forget-
person lah.
Don't forget to leave your ratings and vote for your man of the match. I totally forgot about it. I know the ratings is damn low. I actually went through it just now, but then SOP lah, SOP. You know, you need to sanitize your hand and whatnot. So when you watch our match reaction, you gotta go and vote and rate the players. All right. Okay, you got a comment here by Rob. What's up, Rob? Rashford looks like a player who is begging to be sold. I was watching Rashford off the ball yesterday and he's walking and moaning like Dom's Marshall. Hey, dude, come on lah. At least Marshall know how to pass, okay? He know how to pass. That pass that he did, that one to who was it lah? I think was it Aaron Wan-Bissaka or Bruno? I can't remember. To the right. He passed to the right.
Bruno, I think.
Bruno, right? Dude, I thought it was like an offside position for Bruno. That's why he simply whack, you know. It's like, oh my God, the simplest thing, man. The simplest thing. Please, don't raise my blood pressure up anymore, guys. All right, no mentioning of Martial. All right, unless you want to say that Martial would have made a difference. I personally think he would have made a difference yesterday. Okay, so don't forget to vote and rate.
Move on lah. Move on lah. Pasal Marshall, move on lah.
Please move on.
Okay,
Move on lah.
Jai, you are the king of conspiracy. Okay, something that one of the Telegram members. So if you want exclusive, for us to talk about certain topics, exclusive topics that you want, right? You can actually join our Telegram group and then you can actually highlight over there and then we will capture a few and we will share it here. Okay, so the conspiracy there, do you think ada certain things kan yang prevent manager daripada boleh macam mana cakap menjalankan tugas mereka 100%? Example, maybe owner cakap, I appoint you, okay, on paper you boleh cakap you macam ni, but I want you to play this player because he's a doctor, he's doing charity work. Okay, I bukan kecam left hand player yang ambil tempat Martial, but then example lah. Okay, or maybe that you have to play our academy products, you have to play McTominay no matter what. You know, certain things like that which kita boleh nampak conspiracy, yes, but kita boleh nampak dia punya kesan-kesan daripada previous management Mourinho kepada Ole dan sekarang. Okay, so apa pendapat you? King of conspiracy.
Konspirasi. Actually, sebenarnya kan, kalau pendapat saya lah, pendapat aku lah, kalau katakan pasal konspirasi ni, kita sebut pasal konspirasi tadi. Konspirasi ni dia ada dua, satu kebaikan, satu keburukan. Tetapi untuk cerita pasal ada tangan-tangan lain, ada orang yang point, okay, aku nak Rashford main, aku nak Bruno main, aku nak ni main. Pada I lah. Sebenarnya, kita cerita pasal Ralf Rangnick lah. Ralf Rangnick, dia mesti ada prinsip dia. Dia mesti kena ada prinsip. Kalau dia tak ada prinsip, semua orang dalam dunia ni kena ada prinsip dalam hidup. So, kemungkinan, pada I lah, sejujurnya Ralf Rangnick ni, kita ambil contoh pasal Rashford tadi. Dia sebenarnya pasal Rashford ni, sebenarnya dia ada satu, okay, kalau kita compare Martial dengan Rashford, sekarang lah, untuk sekarang ni, dia ada satu high gain benda lain tau. Dia macam Rashford ni, kita mesti kena letak dia sebab dia prestasi yang sebelum ni. Okay, sebelum ni dia boleh membuat gol kan. Kalau kita tengok masa dengan PSG, dengan zaman Ole dulu dengan PSG, kita dah tahu dah Rashford mesti gol ni, mesti ada jaringan gol ni. Ini cerita pasal Rashford lah. Tetapi dia Ralf Rangnick ni dia ada member staff dia akan nilaikan pemain-pemain yang ada dekat dalam team United tau. So kalau nak katakan ada orang, this is not Liga M ke bukan, this is English Premier League tau. So kalau ada orang point, okay, kau kena letak ni, kau kena letak tu, kau kena ni, so maknanya Ralf Rangnick ni memang United ni lebih baik kita apa orang kata, kita gugurkan je lah. Maknanya mungkin kita biarkanlah, kita tukarlah tim lain. Sebab takkan bagus mana pun kalau ada orang yang point dekat as a manager lah. Cuma kena diingatkan, Ralf Rangnick ni interim, manager sementara sahaja. Lepas 6 bulan dia boleh belah. So you kena faham dekat sini, kita kena faham dekat sini. Ralf Rangnick sementara. You nak kata out ke tak out ke, 6 bulan dia belah. Dia akan belah. Ataupun mungkin dia stay. Itu hak dia lah. Maksud, tapi kita akan nampak, kita dah nampak 6 bulan dia akan belah. So tak, I tak rasa lah ada orang point untuk control.
Ya, this okay lah. Kita mungkin kita tak boleh boleh divert the question back. How about Cristiano Ronaldo? Does Ralf Rangnick have to play him all the time ataupun mungkin kita boleh sub dia? I think for the past 3 games he has been poor tau. Even though he scores goal lah, people keep on saying our top scorer right now, tanpa dia kita mungkin dapat nombor 10, nombor 11. But the way kita main sekarang ni is like we are trying to suit Ronaldo rather than Ronaldo trying to suit the other 10 players tau. Faham tak? So I boleh nampak the gameplay memang suddenly change whenever Ronaldo is coming to United. I dah cakap these words back in October. I dah cakap the signing of Cristiano Ronaldo will impact our style and our gameplay, which sometimes ada player tak comfortable. Macam semalam ada Sancho punya peluang tu depan gol tau, dia dah depan gol. Tapi because of dia nak, orang kata mungkinlah there's a rule, dia kata anything depan gol bagi Ronaldo, anything depan gol bagi Ronaldo. Sancho dekat Bundesliga, I can confirm you, he will try ataupun take a shot bila dia dah ada dekat depan gol tau. Tapi but then because of mungkin the status of Cristiano Ronaldo menyebabkan Sancho terpaksa passing dekat Ronaldo. So
Pijak. Before guys, before kita jump into already, I baca komen ni dulu so we can move on to this topic. Okay, for Ralf Rangnick, by Rob, I fear that Ralph is struggling with the pace and the formation complexities of the Premier League. I just hope he does not become another puppet with the board making the team decisions. Okay, back to Cristiano Ronaldo punya topic, very interesting. Okay, Jai, sila.
Siapa nak ganti Cristiano Ronaldo? Dan dalam game semalam, saya tengok ada je Sancho try bola tu. Tak passing pun Ronaldo. Even Ronaldo memang open, memang boleh score. Tapi Sancho try. I rasa kreativiti ke ataupun knowledgement ke ataupun cara style pemain dia tidak berubah walaupun Cristiano Ronaldo ada. Tetapi soalan saya tadi, kalau Cristiano Ronaldo tak main, siapa yang nak ganti Cristiano Ronaldo?
Kita ada banyak player. Kita ada Cavani, kita ada Greenwood, kita ada Martial. If nak letak kan
Martial. But yesterday
point dia, persen berapa jaringan yang diorang boleh bagi anda dengan Ronaldo. Kalau kita nak compare dengan Ronaldo punya persen untuk jaringkan gol.
No, but if you ask me personally, I would rather those 13 goals scored by Ronaldo alone would rather be distributed for other players. Mason Greenwood, Martial, kita ada siapa lagi?
Pizza, bear in mind, whatever you say is true, it's really true. I agree in a way, but then where are the supply? There's no supply. Yesterday, the whole game, two shots in the whole game. How do you expect that Ronaldo? You can have Lewandowski or whoever it is, with the kind of supply that we are giving our players. No wonder Martial also kena kecam. No wonder. I just gotta throw it in there, okay? I need to release some stress, okay? Wait. We got a very good comment by King Eric. I think it's quite clear Ralph select players based on last performance. Okay, but my question, okay, maybe listen to Josh. I believe this is true, but then how about his his guts to actually make the changes when the players don't perform? Again, McTominay, for example, McTominay and Matic.
First thing we need to also know, like Ralph, when he came in the last 6 games, right? We say that he should put in the more consistent players and all, but he is the one in the last 6 games make the most changes than Ole ever did in the last 3 years, or even the LVG time, or even back then. I give you a few things lah. Like for example, he dropped both left back and right back, and then played Dalo and Teles. He dropped Bruno. All right. He even was daring enough to play youngsters during a big Champions League game. All right. So things like this has been dropped. The only thing he haven't done yet was drop De Gea, which is of course not.
Soon.
I just wanted to throw this to Doc. But no doubt he's actually the best player in our team right now, which is and yeah.
Semalam tak.
Bocor.
But the thing is, Ralph has been doing all these changes. We need to understand that this one takes time. It takes time, takes process, and he has been doing all these changes. And he's been doing a lot with his the formation changes. Yes, I also want to agree with Jai. If no Cristiano Ronaldo, who else? Yes, I think Pijal mentioned we have Greenwood, we have Martial, we have those. But It's Cristiano Ronaldo. You know, you give him half a chance, he will get a goal. He's the type of player, 90 minutes. He does that for Portugal every single time. He does this for Real Madrid. He does this for Juventus every single time. 89 minutes, he will be the worst player on the pitch, but the 92nd and 94th minute, he will get 2 goals. He is that kind of player. Same like Bruno. Bruno, he can be the most sluggish player. He will fall down, ask for fouls, but he need one intelligent pass and one long shot. Those two are the only players that can do that, to be very honest. Greenwood, at one point, remember the last 6 to 10 games of the season, Greenwood was that kind of person. He will be quiet 70 minutes, but the next 30 minutes, he'll be very sharp in that sense. So Greenwood, so we need everyone back to be inconsistent. We need the McTominay that was good to be consistent. We need Shaw, who is on form, be consistent. It's just the inconsistency of players. And I think what's impacting this inconsistency so far is that Ralph is trying different formation on his pressing. I would agree with him. He should actually nail on his formation and get the players in January, because it's only 6 games, guys. We need to understand that we should be backing our manager. And you know what? We can't write off a German after all. German precision takes time. Who knows? We might be doing well. We are still not out of the top 4, and we are still in the Champions League. And yet again, I always want to mention this. Wolves was never an easy team for the last 4-5 seasons also. We always draw or lose or win also, they will win by 1 goal. And remember, we also were coming out of a demolishing thrashing from Liverpool and also from Watford. So I personally would give him more time so that we can evaluate all this conspiracy, and telling him, he's demotivating players. You know what? I think we should give him more time. Let's look in the next 4-5 games. I think we still have that 4-5 fixtures that is still, we are favorable to win, and see where we can come out of that.
Okay, Josh, for your
I nak tambah sikit. Dom, I nak tambah sikit.
For Josh, awesome comment. I'm going to read this out first. Kena baca dulu. Donny must have built a mountain of chewing gums under his seat. Okay, that's all. Okay, Jai. Jai, sila.
Tapi kalau betul-betul Cristiano tidak diperlukan, buat apa kita ambil daripada awal? Itu yang paling kena ingat lah. Pasal even macam mana pun, Cristiano ni, masa zaman Ole tu lagi, sepatutnya tak payah ambil pun. Kan? Kalau betul-betul rasa dia tu as a virus ke whatever. Tetapi kalau dia ada dekat dalam team, persen untuk gol ada. Itu kena ingat kat situ. Dia punya credibility dia, kelebihan dia. Untuk Cristiano Ronaldo lah.
Kita boleh pinpoint, okay, maybe like right now we can kind of agree we need to give the manager more time. Okay, so how about, and then Ronaldo also, yes, Cavani also, I mean, he's a bit poor also, whatnot, but then there's no supply going in. Okay, but generally, I think there was this particular news, rumor or whatnot that came out. But again, there's no smoke when there's not a small bit of fire, right? So apparently, players, they are complaining that they have to train to late evening and whatnot, and then they have to go back in the dark and whatnot, driving their Mercedes-Benz and whatever sports car they got. Oh, so pity them. So, Pijau, what's your opinion on player yang, if it's true, players yang manja macam tu?
Yeah, I think that's the price yang mungkin Raf kena ambil lah, because when you have to deal this all these big players and big ego, that's the kind of thing yang memang you kena yang kata kena hadap lah. But then memang as a fan, we can criticize that, kata manja lah because of apa, kena spend masa lebih sikit nak training. Memang because they are paid high earn money, what 300k per week tau, bukan per week tau, bukan per year, per week 300k per week. So memang they benda tu memang orang kata they deserve to be criticized because of that. But for that is only if it is true. I don't think lah player complaining because kena training late semua. I don't, those are just rubbish punya media punya ni je lah, just to get a clickbait. Don't worry about that. Players are professional enough.
Okay, guys, I think kita jump into the player ratings, right? Okay, because we are already so far in the show already, right? So let's just briefly run through this one. David De Gea, Josh.
David De Gea. I think I'll give him a 5 lah, De Gea. Because number one, he had better games lah. He also had better games. Not to discriminate, I think 5 is actually a good score for a losing side lah.
Okay, viewers disagree. Viewers rated 6.8.
That one dog lah. Dog buat
Dog
3
put 10
kali,
already. He put
3
more
kali
time.
submission.
Okay, next, Jones and Varane. Jai.
Okay, kembalinya Phil Jones lah. So far, kita nampak dia punya game, kita nampak dia memang menyelah lah semalam. So kalau ikutkan I punya rating, Phil Jones dia 7 lah. And then, Varane. Varane ni, dia dah 2 kali main lepas injured. Supposedly, mistake. Sebenarnya tak ada mistake sebenarnya untuk defend. So, I bagi Varane 6.
Varane 6. Okay.
Phil Jones 7, 6. Then kalau boleh Phil Jones next game ada lagi lah, bukan Maguire lah. Itu yang paling penting lah.
Yeah,
Ataupun Lindelof lah, Lindelof dengan Varane ataupun Phil Jones dengan Varane. Maguire dah boleh packing barang lah.
Because based on Ralph, again, this is something that I want to see, because Ralph Rangnick, like I think one of the members point out just now, he select the players based on their performance. So from this performance itself, yes, some might say, the commentator mentioned that his header, actually he should have hit to another place and whatnot, but then I think overall he was one of our most solid players, and he deserved to be in the next game against Aston Villa. So viewers rated Jones 7, Varane 5.6. Okay, next set of players, Shaw, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Pija.
Shaw, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Shaw, I expect better lah. For Shaw, I expect better because he can do better. Cuma there are, I think there are some one or two things that memang dia try, nampak sangat dia memang mencuba. But for Shaw, I think I rate dia 4. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, I rate dia 5 lah. I think boleh nampak improvement for Aaron Wan-Bissaka in terms of going forward. Defensively memang I tak kisah. In terms of moving forward, kita boleh nampak there are one or two crosses yang dia memang boleh buat.
Okay, Daryl comment, job of fullbacks is to bomb forward if you want to cause overload at the front and press more. A defending fullback is such a waste. So the only thing that Aaron Wan-Bissaka need to do now is probably his crosses lah. At least 2 of it almost hit almost reached Cristiano Ronaldo lah. 2 of it lah. Cristiano Ronaldo like jump a bit more.
Ada.
Sikit lagi. Okay, viewers rated Aaron Wan-Bissaka 3.8, Shaw 4.5. Okay, midfield, McTominay, Matic, and I'm going to throw Greenwood in also lah. Josh, McTominay, Matic, and Greenwood.
Among the 3, Greenwood had a better performance. Matic was trying, but he wasn't his best position. I think the fitness level got onto him. McTominay was, it's going to be very hard to say this, but he was terrible lah, McTominay. From a performance that he got like a few days ago, and now I don't know whether he was tired, I don't know, but he's a young boy lah. Come on. He was stampeded by Neves and Moutinho, man. Those are otai main bola tau, you know, and McTominay should be nailing this kind of things where the fitness level, pressing them, which only shows lah, you know, even players like Neves and Moutinho has the best over these two. So for me, McTominay and Matic, I will rate them both 4. Greenwood, I'll give an extra edge for him. I think he tried his level best. I give him a 5.5 for Greenwood.
Okay, McTominay viewers. I thought he was going to say 7 or something like that. Anyway, McTominay 4, Matic 5, Greenwood 5.1. Okay, Jai, Sancho, Ronaldo, Cavani.
Okay, Sancho I bagi rating dia 3. Sebab of course dia tak ada goal, dia tak supply banyak dekat Cavani dengan Cristiano Ronaldo. So untuk dia 3. So untuk Edison Cavani, yes, betul. Cavani rajin berlari, rajin kejar bola, rajin pressing, tetapi rajin tak cukup. Dia kena ada gol, dia kena ada supply assist ataupun supply lah. So kalau Cavani I bagi 4. Cristiano Ronaldo dia ada chance depan gol, dia ada peluang, I bagi dia 4 juga. Sebab tak ada jaringan gol. So Cavani 4, Sancho 3, Cristiano Ronaldo 4.
Okay, viewers rated Sancho 4.5, Cavani 4.9, Ronaldo 4.3. Seems like our forwards, right? They all got very, very poor ratings this time around. Okay, next. Rashford, Ilenga, and Bruno, Pijal. Comparison to Martial,
Bruno.
please. Alright, go.
Rashford, Ilanga dengan siapa lagi sekarang?
Bruno.
Bruno. No, jual lah.
Bruno, I think I can give him 6 lah. 6 or 5 lah. I think 6 is okay for me because I memang boleh nampak memang he's trying hard. If those shot depan goal masuk, it will be a different story. But then kena tiang dan boleh nampak lah, he is trying lah. Memang boleh nampak after that depan goal tu dia macam affected dia sikit. But then memang boleh nampak dia try. For Rashford, this one I give him 3 because of the salah passing tu, so kita tolak 1 point. Kan? Sebab nanti Dom dia tak lena tidur. Okay. So for Ilanga, I tak tahu nak rate berapa lah. Sebab I tak nampak dia langsung. Dia macam Martial, tapi bahagian defend belakang tau. Tak nampak dia. Tak nampak. Memang tak nampak. Sebab I tak faham kenapa Rangnick masukkan dia. Tu je. Nak katakan nak go for attacking, tak nampak pun dia kat atas. Dia kat bawah je. So I pun tak tahu. So Ilanga ni, I rasa 2 je lah untuk dia pakai baju dengan pakai seluar. Tu je.
Okay, you very harsh lah. But anyway, the viewers Elenga 4.4. You tengok, inilah baru
yeah.
4.4.
Okay lah.
Bruno 5.4.
Okay lah.
Bruno 5.4. Rashford 3.3. Okay, we actually got a comment.
I nak tambah sikit.
Ya, sila.
I think Rashford dah tak boleh letak untuk first 11 lah lepas ni. Dia suppose dah kena duduk kat bench lah. Kena cari pengganti lain. Maybe Martial ke, maybe sebelum dia gerak pergi tempat lain. Ataupun another lah. Sebab Rashford, sumbangan dia game by game memang makin lama makin teruk lah.
Dia bagi sumbangan dia bagi viewer blood pressure naik saja. Merah muka saya.
Soalan. Kita sekarang ni dah kerugian 50 million now.
Okay,
So,
we go to our comment. Again, a question of inconsistency. Player can be good in one game and for some reason be poor in the next. So if Ralph Rangnick picks players from past performance, we'll keep getting screwed by those players. Agree also. So I don't know. In this kind of situation, what do you guys think we should actually do now? Pray hard or what? I don't know. What should we actually do? There must be something for us to actually put our foot down and then we got to follow a certain pattern. You know, Ralph have to follow a certain pattern because I think he is as lost as probably Ole also at this very moment, I think. So, I don't know. What do you think, Josh?
I think we just follow the system because whatever players that play in that particular system gets the directions from the manager, plays accordingly. Like if you put Sancho on a right wing back, I think if he plays the position and gets the messaging right from Rangnick, I think he can do well also as a right wing back. You know, it's all a matter of now following the system and the direction of the manager. And the players to start with, not only the fans, they have to actually support the manager by playing. You may not be playing your most best position. You might see Cavani playing on the left wing also in this pressing. You might see even Bruno playing at DM. But if everyone follows that system and formation, we need to back the manager lah. I think that's moving forward in the next 4 games. That's what he wants. And don't be surprised, Rangnick might just overhaul the whole team, and people like Rashford will be on the transfer market. Just don't be surprised. But that will be something is like a heart pain lah, because he has give a lot for the club lah from day one as an academy player to now lah. But if Rashford is showing this kind of signs in a very big club, and we want to be at the top, we wouldn't want to be a Leeds or a Newcastle lah. That's what I'm trying to say also.
Quick one, this comment.
Dom, tambah sikit.
Okay,
kalau
sila,
Phil Jones game semalam, kalau Phil Jones kita tengok semua player main macam Phil Jones, kita kalah pun tak apa. Sebab dia bermain macam Phil Jones. Macam Phil Jones semalam. Dia main teruk, dia main bagus. Ada hati nak main. So kita
ada
tengok salah pun. Yes. Dia tengok macam-macam dia buat kan. Kita tak pernah terfikir pun dia boleh buat semua tu. So main macam tu, that kita rasa macam tidaklah terlalu nampak sangat yang obvious korang ni prima donna ke, korang tak boleh training ke apa, tak dengar cakap manager ke apa, tak, sebab kau bermain dengan hati kau. That is pada kita orang fan ni, macam I nampak puas hati lah tengok Phil Jones main macam tu. Tapi tak tahu lah next game main macam tu lagi ke tidak. Tapi kena main macam Phil Jones. So barulah ada rasa macam korang bermain memati-matian. That is vibe positif lah untuk kita. Kan?
Okay, Pijal, you nak tambah something quick one before
I
we
nak
end?
tanya Josh actually. Okay, sebab to be frank, I never heard of Raf Rafnik up until last October tau. I have to be honest with you. I never heard of him. I never know his style. I never know his formation. I never know his gameplay. You guys keep on mentioning RB Leipzig, but what is another option for him that he usually do besides 4-2-2-2? What are the other formation?
He does a 4-2-3-1 also because he doesn't stick with the 4-2-2-2 depending on the opposition. This is what I understand lah. I may be wrong also, but what I see from him during his Leipzig days or during when he was coaching time, he has a system whereby the 4-2-2-2 can be a 4-2-3-1, it can be a 4-3-3. He can do that depending on the opposition that he plays. But yesterday was a mistake to do that because by playing Cavani and Ronaldo, you need an attacking midfielder to feed them as many balls, and we didn't have that player. That's the problem. We depended on McTominay and we depended on McTominay and Matic. That was the problem. And lucky thing, at least he brought in at the 60th minute, not at the 70th or 80th minute. And immediately the impact was there. So I think if he can get that applied to the players, by not only playing by the 4-2-2, he can always swap that 4-2-3-1 and all. But the players need to be disciplined and the fitness level need to be there. That is the only thing that is stopping. And as you can see yesterday's game, none of them was as fit, including Cristiano Ronaldo to do it. But like what Dom say Cavani and Ronaldo, they need the service. Also, we cannot just blame them for missing the goals. And we had some chances also which we didn't take.
Okay, we got a comment here. Bruno was missing. I don't think so. He was actually the one that actually supplied 2 of our shots on target yesterday, and he came in as a substitute. Okay, I gotta point out one comment here. Okay, a quick one. Blaze United fans, Marden, is McTominay and Rashford being protected by the club at the moment? Personally, I think Rashford, he's already benched already. He's not starting, so that is a good sign. Okay, McTominay, I would argue that he's playing the game yesterday because of his good performance against Burnley that day. So at this very moment, I'm going to reserve the judgment. Okay, guys, a quick one. I'm going to run through man of the match. All right, please open your eyes, select the proper personnel. Pija, man of the match.
Number 4, Phil Jones.
Yes. Okay, Jai, man of the match.
Yeah, Phil Jones.
Okay, Josh, man of the match.
Of course, I'll be joining you guys. No disagreements here. Phil Jones.
Oh yes,
the man
Phil
of the match
Jones.
yesterday after
I
2
think
years.
this is the best player rating ever because there's no man of the match for David De Gea. Yes, I said it. I'm so sick and tired of every it's like spoiler. It's like for next episode, David De Gea. No, Phil Jones. All right, guys.
Finally, De Gea got a competitor.
Yes.
Okay, guys, and with that, thank you so much for joining us. Like usual, please like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Good night.